I'm going to be playing Waddle. I don't know if it's better to grab the unicorn or the chicken. I think I'm going to grab the chicken. It's a little more versatile. And yeah, we see a second chicken here. Next turn we'll be able to shrink spell, buy the chicken, upgrade, do some wacky stuff. Oh, they actually, this is the one monster you can get early that they get the 2-2 buff from, and they used to beat us in combat. Pretty slick. We'll grab this. I think Fairy Tale's worth it here. Jumping Bean obviously helps you win fights quite a bit, but getting an early Fairy Tale is really strong. We're going to end up selling this for the plus, the 4 gold at some point. But in the meantime, next turn we'll pick up both of these characters, both of which are buffed because of the Fairy Tale. The more things we buy, the more value we get out of the Fairy Tale. So we'll be able to buy 1, 2, and then a third one. And if we want... So we're actually not going to be able to... we couldn't even spend all this gold if we wanted to. So we'll probably just buy 3 things and skip the 4th thing. Oh, we played this person before. And we actually win the fight, which is nice. Not taking damage is nice when we took a little bit of an aggressive build. Okay, this is interesting. We'll definitely grab these two. And I don't know if we love this goat, so I think we'll just roll and see if there's a better animal for us. And yeah, we actually get to triple an animal. It becomes a 4-4. We'll grab the jumping... Oh. We get jumping being a sling. Sling gives us 2. This gives us 4, but eventually this will give us 7. I think this is probably better. We're actually going to take the Polywoggle out because we'd rather get an upgraded 4-drop next turn and just take the chance of losing this fight. We have a decent board that we could win the fight, and we definitely win it if we have the Polywoggle in. I think. I don't know if we definitely win it, but we have a very good chance of winning it. Oh, maybe not, honestly. They have a pretty decent board. Yeah, even if, we had a 5-5 here, we'd still lose it, so that's fine. And now we put the Polywoggle in. I don't think I love any of these. Oh, we'll take the animal, though. I honestly didn't even see that. Wow, we'll take the blind mice. I sort of want the blind mice and the Polywoggle here. Yeah, I'm gonna grab those. I'm gonna grab blind mice, Polywoggle, and crafty. And we'll just we'll try to get an upgraded 4. We'll try to get a regular 4. And we, this is a 9-9 because we got 2 treasures early on. And we'll just go from here. I think we have a pretty good start though. And against Avella, she usually has a weaker front line. So I think the earlier we put the Polywoggles, the better chance they have of slaying. And we'll just do something along these lines. We could wait until we triple the second Polywoggle, but I think just getting the 4s early is going to be great. One thing to note is that, oh, you know what, I was talking about how Wonder Waddle was nerfed because I was talking about Wonder Waddle being nerfed because Hippocampus is now a 4 instead of a 3. Wow, we got a very early Mermaid. So if we can get things to slay... Wow, and these both survived. We had 2 mermaids. Okay, that's sort of weird, but actually the character that I think is strongest in the game right now is Bugbear, and it's a 3-cost animal. So, yeah. Wow. Okay, we are just doing some wild stuff today. When you trigger a slay, okay, so we have tons of slays actually. So we want to do something like this. And just get massive amounts of gold. Is it worth grabbing the stag? I'm gonna say no. Just because we'd love to see some Bugbear. So Bugbear is so strong right now that the fact that it's a 3-cost animal, I think, is actually a huge buff to Wonder Waddle. So Wonder Waddle actually got more powerful, I think, rather than less powerful. I forgot that it was an animal. I knew it had been added, I knew it was strong, but I hadn't realized that it had been an animal to balance out the Hippocampus change. So, I think, yeah, overall Wonder Waddle got stronger, and, if we can trigger some of these slays, we'll have a ton of gold. Wow, they have a very early card. So this is the Bugbear right here, but yeah, we triggered 3 slays so far, so we're gonna have extra gold. The fact that the Wonder Waddle slay didn't trigger isn't, sorry, not the Wonder Waddle, Polywoggle slay didn't trigger isn't that bad, because we can actually save it for next turn. Yeah, we have 10 gold. Do we want a Spell Weaver? No, we don't want about it. We want, where are our animals? Not here, apparently. Here's one. Do we want this other one? Yeah, we'll grab it. And yeah, we're doing something along, we're going like this or something. Next time we get a treasure, make it enormous. And I think we'll take that over the sling. We actually don't have that many 3-drops. I'll put this here. We're gonna take this out for this turn. We just need this last breath to trigger. We still have the big crafty. I guess we'll put this here because we'd rather it get the 2. You know, this gets the same buffs, but we'd rather the 2 being targeting a second one. Yeah, that makes sense. And you know, obviously, basically what we're doing is when this dies, we're actually gonna see a 6-drop. Wow, so yeah, we're just gonna buy whatever that 6-drop is, I think. Because we're gonna hit 4 and then it shows you something 2 levels higher. And that's gonna be the thing that we buy in pretty much every situation. Nothing else is gonna matter really. So the fact that we triggered this 2 slays means we actually have 2 extra gold. This triggers, we'll get a 3rd extra gold. We're gonna lose these fight, or maybe not actually, because it depends. No, only one of them is gonna spawn in front of there. Yeah, it looks like overall we actually do fine in these fights. Do these spawn in front? One spawns in front, okay. But yeah, we trade it there. Okay, so we're gonna win this fight, and we're gonna have a ton of gold, and we're gonna get a 6-drop. So everything is kind of coming up Wonder Waddle here. Wow, and it's a Goodboy. Is the 6-drop we got? Are we just supposed to get a... Are we just supposed to cash in for a level 4 treasure here or not? I'm guessing no. I think we'll have a little bit more ambition. Ooh, wow, both of these. Pretty interesting. Gotta throw this back in here. So we'd like this to get the slay, if possible. Huh. And is it possible to... Merlin's test is now 4. Plus 4? So if it was possible, we'd sell... I mean, it is possible, right? It's just greedy. We could sell 3 things. 1, 2, 3. But we'd have to sell a Polywoggle too. And we'd get the Merlin's test to buff here. You know, I think we might just pause this because we might just buy a 6-drop and a Merlin's text next turn. If we can get a Goodboy to be an 8/8 this early, we could be in really good shape. And I guess we'll put this back here. We'll take a buffed 5-drop if we happen to get it. If we don't get it, it's slightly bigger anyways. Okay. They can get a lot of free attacks, but I think our things are just too big. We get the slay off actually. Oh, this doesn't die though, so we won't actually see a 6-drop. Okay, well that's a little unfortunate. I mean, we don't have much, we just knocked somebody out. We don't have anything to complain about. So we buff this thing. And it feels like we're supposed to go buy, right? Okay, I was gonna say we could cast the spell and buff everything. Yeah, so these no longer get buffed. So we'll take these out. This is now a... Oh, because it got the slay. And if it keeps getting slays, it gets bigger. Oh wow, this is quite the build. I don't even pretend to know what's going on. And if we triple these, we get a 6-drop treasure. Wow, we got these like goofy Polywoggle things early too. You know, obviously if these get taken out, I guess, yeah, if these get taken out, you know, we lose out on the buff. But if the Goodboy attacks, slays something, dies, like that's perfect for us. We just get a huge board. We keep getting this gold for no reason that we have this thing for. We'll keep seeing 6 drops. We're only level 4. I mean, it's wild that we have a good boy. I think we got the good boy right as we hit level 4, so I mean, Bugbear is really something. We do really want to win this fight because we want to keep the Merlin's test. It's now +4/+4 too, and we want to keep it on the good boy. We're playing someone who's at 2 health, so maybe they're a little weaker. If we really wanted to win, we could sell. We do really want to win. We could sell Crafty and Blind Mouse, get the unicorn to give an extra thing in the buff. Yeah, that's probably what we should have done. Oh, that was as good as it gets for us here. Because we got the sleigh, so the good boy will permanently be bigger. I think we have a decent chance of winning. They do have some range characters. And we did get bad hits. But I think we win here. Yeah, we do. So we win, we keep the Merlin's test, and it's actually a 12/12 now because we've got the sleigh. We've been very fortunate this game. I think we're not going to take the pumpkin. We are just going to buff the good boy, I think. See, we're seeing 4 drops because that's the level we're on. Is 4 drops. Yeah, we'll take this and get a 6-drop treasure. We can either get Magic Sword or Singing Sword. I think Singing Sword's actually better, right? Or does Magic Sword just make everything incredibly big? I mean, these are all really good. I guess Magic Sword just makes this thing huge, and it makes it slay more consistently. So we'll do that. Okay, we'll grab another animal. It gives this +4 health. Animals are good. And gets +1/+1. Yeah, that will make this thing good over here. We'll give up the characters in the shop. And it actually makes this good as well. And I think we can just wait till next turn to put this in. And we can put it in the back and give it the maximum chance of slaying. So, here we are. It's really something. Anytime we get the first attack, well, we attack the biggest thing, and we get 100 attack on all our stuff. And now we trigger 2 slays, we get extra gold. We'll get another extra gold here. So then we've got 4 extra gold. This actually didn't die, so we won't see any 6 drops. We'll buy this. Yeah, I think it's actually worth spending. This is a net 1 gold loss, but I think it's worth spending it to buff this by 4 health. Wow, and I wonder if it's worth getting a... I think we'll just buff the health on this thing. Is it worth just getting a baby bear here and putting it in instead of like the chicken? Or is that just not what we're looking for? I don't know. Since I don't know, I'm just gonna buy these 2. They cost 6. Spells cost less. Does that do anything? No, I don't think so. We could just take a 5-drop treasure. I think we will. What do we sell? We sell this, grab this, throw it in here, just put it in the back. So we'll just take the 5-drop treasure. We can probably replace a bounty board at this point, although getting tons of gold is really nice. And I think we should be... I mean, is anyone at 6 yet? No, see, we're playing with 6 drops and everyone's still at 5, and everyone's been at 4. We're getting an increasingly large good boy because it gets the 2 whenever it slays. And we really stumbled into something. Oh, I got a meeting soon. Forgot about that. And you know, since all animals are good, even this one that's usually neutral gets the buff. Oh, and I think we meant for this... Oh, we meant to put this thing in too. Yeah, we should have done that. Okay, so we get the sleigh. Oh, we get the sleigh, but it doesn't actually die. That could be an issue here. Okay, there we go. So then this will trigger. That's what we're worried about. We will take them down. We'll do a decent amount of damage. This is upgraded, so we do a little bit extra. Oh, because a good boy. So everything in the front row has slay, so I think we'll grab that. Getting to 6 a turn early would be nice, I guess. We'll spread these out to make sure everything has slay. Yeah, I think... Do we want to bother? Yeah, we don't have a ton of stuff we want to buy yet. We had a ton of extra gold. Is another hippocampus worth it? Maybe not. We'll take these. We don't know if they're going to be any good. No, I don't think so. We'll check the 4. Maybe it's better than the bounty board. Again, I don't think so. But remember, buying animals does buff the hippocampus. So that seems to be worth doing. Grab this thing. Everything Slay gets +3/+3. But no, we'd rather just get the gold. And I think we do want this in back instead. Oh, yeah, we took a little too long. I got a little distracted. Oh, and wow, they actually took out a couple of our characters, so we don't actually have Slay on. So we could actually lose this fight. There's actually a reasonable chance we lose, especially since they have... Wow, they're getting great spawns, too. Yeah, we're going to lose this fight, I think, which is pretty wild given our setup. But this is exactly the type of thing we lose to. The Medusa. Oh, I guess we... No, I guess we won by accident. Okay, well, this board is incredible. I don't know what to say about this. We're getting way luckier than we deserve. Oh, if we had the animal thing, this would be great. We have tons of gold, remember. We just have a ton of gold. We have a ton stored on the bench. Echo Wood is nice here because everything gets huge. I think we no longer want the Bugbear in. I think we're mostly looking for Goodboys here. Here's a second Goodboy. Sell this, throw the Goodboy in. And yeah, I think we're supposed to get an Echo Wood here. Something along these lines seems pretty good. So everything attacks twice. I wonder if it's better to have the Goodboys. No, we'll do this. Everything attacks twice because the mermaids are giving them Slay. I guess for these end ones, maybe we just have the animal in. So this isn't good though, so it doesn't get the buff because we did get rid of that character, or that, I forget what it's called, I'm sorry. I wonder if it's worth having like the good prince in. I don't know, we just want to win fights, I think. You know, people have got into 6, so we really don't have time to mess around. Oh wow, they took us out immediately. They took out 2 of our big characters. Wow, so we're gonna tie. Okay, so this person can compete with us pretty well. Good for them. Okay, so I think here we're going to be taking the other Echo Wood. Did we bother buffering it? Hercules is pretty good here in that it gives us a good shot at a level 2 treasure, or level 6 treasure, not level 2. If it's level 2, we wouldn't be interested. We do want some range characters. That's really going to be our next thing, is replacing the mermaids with range characters. And, I don't know, we could stop for the polymorph. We could even buy the polymorph this turn. Or we could wait for it next turn. Next turn, you know, if we eliminate somebody, you know, if we get lucky and eliminate somebody, and then, say, the skip knocks somebody out, it would be nice to have the polymorph. I think we will lock here. Worst case, it costs us 1 vol. And if it works out, it's very good for us. We'll do something like this. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's better to have this first. Make it so this definitely... So the nice thing is this can attack, give this enough attack so that the second good boy gets a Slay off and gets +2/+2. So that could happen. You know, we don't get this buff as frequently, but I think we're okay with that. I don't remember how strong they were. I think, you know, we've been winning most of our fights, so we were stronger than most people, but anyone could catch up. They have a similar plan to us, but I think ours is stronger. Okay, so we don't get the Slay there, which is unfortunate. We are very strong, though. Oh, please don't hit the Hercules. Yes, so Hercules will trigger. Oh, we actually trade. Huh. So that was, wow, that really didn't work out as well as I was hoping. But that means we get our round table is going to make Goodboy huge. Take it over the sleigh. And since we're playing against nobody, we're not going to bother with that thing. And we're mainly looking to upgrade the Goodboy. I guess we can see if we can trade in for anything. If we pick a treasure, we get one higher. That could lead to a 7-drop. Yeah, let's do that. I wonder if we'll get punished for not having the Wonder Waddle power at any point. I guess it makes, you know, the chickens a little worse, right? Yeah, okay, so is this our best board? Yeah, probably for now. So the only thing the round table is really doing is giving the Goodboy a ton of stats, obviously. I think we'll do this. And the Hippocampus a lot of stats. And that will hopefully, you know, give, yeah, the, what do you call it? What's this thing called? Echowood a, you know, a base to survive on. Well, we keep getting, I feel like there's been a ton of dragons this game. It's been a more dragon heavy game than we're used to. None of our good boys have died yet. And there we go. So we, did that just gain no stats? Like, did that barely gain anything? I guess maybe the smaller good boy died. Okay. I think we played Cat and it was a tie recently. So we buff this thing. Yeah, we'll buff it. It grows, and that means it gives this a little extra too. We could get this as well, although it doesn't actually do anything on this one. It does something on this one. We'll do this again. Have the biggest good boys in all the land. We're really just looking for those final good. Oh, can we sell that? Make this a 7. We'll get a 6-drop. But it won't be good anymore. And we just fit in like a Lancelot. Yeah, we could do that. We're not having it be good isn't a big deal, I don't think. Grab the mirror. Over the sleigh trigger. I'm gonna throw this thing in. That would just make it so starting characters don't die nearly as often. So we both have very large cards. We really want to take out... Yeah, we don't want the Cupid just raining down on us, right? There we go. We take out that thing. Okay, so the issue here is we need... Yeah, our Echowood attacked... Well, yeah, all our stuff is going to die before a Goodboy. Oh well, we still figured out a way to win the fight. Huh. That's pretty wild. I think we'll swap. None of these are any good. Character in the front row get a small buff. Yeah, unfortunately that's just not great. We should have just... Okay, here we go. I don't think any of these are going to be better, but we got a buffed Echowood, and that's going to be enough. Okay, so we'll stop here. I wonder if we just want this to attack earlier. Yeah, if they get a good spell, they could beat us, but they have to beat us, you know, probably 3 or 4 times in a row, and we just have to beat them once. We really want a Goodboy to die. And you know, trigger early. Last time everything attacked before it triggered, which was an issue. And you know, that Cupid has the potential to take out our Echo Wood, which is a big problem. So we'll have to see. We switched heroes quite a bit. I was hoping to get like a Mordred or something that we could, you know, drop in something that would also get the buff. We also need some range characters. If we can we'll just try to switch out for Cupids and Robin Woods after this fight. If we don't win it. Oh, they take out our Echo Wood. That's really devastating. But this dying early, I think, evens the odds quite a bit for us. Yeah, we have two big things that died, or two big, what are they called? Good boys that died. And I think that means we're just stronger than they are. Oh, but we have these little dorky things attacking. Yeah, they're gonna get, oh, and they're getting all these nice ranged attacks off on us. But we'll take them down here. Beautiful. Great game. Really funny. Bugbear's broken. Please nerf Bugbear. I got a good boy when I was level 4. Please nerf Bugbear. That was wacky. I mean, we see the same old strong stuff we always see. Oh, I forgot. We got the 7 because we had the Horde Dragon. That's why we picked Horde Dragon. I couldn't figure out why it was a 7, but yeah, that's why we picked the Horde Dragon. So we got the Mirror. We got just incredibly strong treasures, but we just rode this entire game. I don't think we lost a single fight after we got the upgraded Bugbears. I wasn't planning on uploading a second video today, but I think I will just because this is the wildest game. And I want people to see this.